What's up, YouTube? My name is Stanley Silverback Cermak, former professional boxer. I was 12-1 as a pro. Uh, I still love boxing. I still hopefully can get a couple more fights in before I really call it. But yeah, I did beat bare knuckle fight with the BKC last year. Uh, Won that fight by third round knockout, but it made me appreciate boxing more. Like, I'm a boxing purist. I love boxing. I love like the sweet science of it, and I'm a fan of the fight game, right? So I'm gonna do some fight predictions, as I progress in this YouTube game. Just to see from a fighter's perspective what I think's gonna happen. But I may be wrong, and I have been wrong a lot of times. It's just it is what it is, just prediction, right? So, and this fight I really like. Fabio Wardley versus Justis Huni. Fabio Wardley, 18-0, 17 knockouts. For a guy that didn't have an amateur career, he is doing spectacular. I think he just came up in the white collar boxing scene that's really popular in the UK. But man, what a career he is having right now. He just knocked out Fraser Clark, who I believe was a bronze medalist in the Olympics, an Olympic bronze medalist. Knocked him out in the first round. I did not see that coming. Um, First fight was a draw. Good fight, but Fabio Wardley's fought some tough guys. David Adelaide's a tough fighter. He was a great prospect. Michael Coffey. Nathan Gorman was like one of the top names with like Daniel Dubois, with like who was who in the up and coming world. Look at Daniel Dubois now, right? So Fabio Wardley is really learning the craft on the job, right? And he is doing great. Now he has a big test in front of him. I would have loved to see Fabio Wardley versus Jarrell Miller. I think Wardley would have beat Miller. I feel Wardley would have stopped him. But Justis Huni is as good as a pedigree as they come. He was a youth world champion, gold medalist. I believe he was a bronze medalist as an adult. And it would have been nice to see how he would have done in the Olympics, but I do believe he broke his hand leading up to that. Now, this is a fight I really like. Justis Huni is a talented fighter. He is fast. He has great feet, and that is hard. You don't see that often in the heavyweight division. And slow feet don't eat. And Justis Huni definitely has good feet. His power is getting. He's still young. He's 26 years old. His power is getting there. 7 knockouts in 12 fights. It's not bad. Like, who's fought the better opposition? I don't know. Kevin Lerner was a good fight, and Kevin Lerner was a good fighter, but he was a cruiserweight that came up to heavyweight. Yeah, so that fight went to distance. Kevin Lerner hurt Justis Huni twice in that fight. Andrew Tabiti is another good fight of his, right? Andrew Tabiti was a great cruiserweight fighter. I don't know how he's doing in the heavyweight division. Well, he's 21-2, but Justis Huni did great against him, one decision. Joseph Goodall was a great amateur, and he's still not a bad pro, right? He's 12-2, and Justis Huni went decision with that. And these fights are years ago, but it just goes to show that Justis Huni still has fought some good opposition. I do believe, to me, Fabio Wardley has the better pedigree and more fights. He's more active, right? So to me, Wardley has a better pedigree. But yeah, this is a tough fight. I sparred with Justis Huni back in 2018. My wife was in physio school in Australia, so my friend lived there, and I got in contact, or he reached out to me saying that Dempsey McKean's looking for some sparring. And yeah, I went up to the Gold Coast. I did 6 rounds with Dempsey McKean, and then I got reached out to spar Justis Huni the next day, and I had no idea who Justis Huni was. I just heard he was this future world champion, this up and coming kid, and I'm like, man, it's just sparring. It's a great experience, right? It's how you really learn the job. But I remember I did get warned going to places just to spar on your own, that you get used as sparring meat, because they'll never see you again, right? he'll beat the shit out of you, and it is what it is, right? And I took that risk, fully understanding that this is the risk I take, and I'm there on vacation, and I love one of my favorite things to do is go on travel and spar and do pads with different coaches, because you learn different things from everybody, right? But yeah, I did like 3 rounds with Justis Huni, and he whooped my ass. Like, usually I can hang around with guys I spar, and it is what it is. It's good rounds. But Justis Huni beat me up. He hit me I was hit with so many punches. His movement was so good. I was trying to counter him. His head movement was on point. He was untouchable. And sparring and fights are different ball games, right? But he's a skilled fighter, and I think he does have a great shot of being a world champion. But this fight is a tough fight. Fabio Wardley is a heavy hitter. 17 knockouts in 18 fights. He's tough too. I haven't seen him hurt too much. I don't think I've seen him hurt at all. Justis Huni I've seen hurt. Kevin Lerna hurt him. There's footage of him getting hurt in sparring, like he got dropped. And from a boxer's point of view, I think all the tools in the world, a chin is something you're born with it or not, right? And I don't know the whole story. I don't know if he was just dehydrated the days he got dropped, and that's a big part of having a good chin, right? Is hydration for the brain. But I really like Justis Huni, but I feel like Fabio Wardley is going to knock him out. That's my prediction. Fabio Wardley by KO. Justis Huni has the feet and the movement to avoid the power shots, but Wardley is an in-your-face fighter, and once he hurts you, you're done. Like, he's going for the finish. So I feel like Justis Huni will do a great job avoiding a lot of Wardley's big power shots, but I think it's only a matter of time before Wardley catches him. I'm happy with whoever wins, but prediction-wise, I'm going to have to go with Fabio Wardley by KO. Unless, Huni can box and move and stick it to Wardley the whole fight, I can't see Huni hurting Wardley. But hey, this is just my prediction. Anything can happen. I like both these guys, but I think Fabio Wardley takes it by KO. So we'll see tomorrow. Peace out.